visionary Yelena here. If I were to be magically dropped into your life, what level of influence would you rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? Whether it's in your business, with your team, with your clients, on your videos, with your spouse or children, or even family and friends. So rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. Got the number? Most of the people I talk to typically put themselves into two categories. The first one is they don't even consider themselves to be influencers or leaders. And the second category is they wish that they had more influence around the people in their life. And quite frankly, I have yet to meet anyone who's like, no, I don't want to be influential. I don't want to be a leader. That's not my thing. And if you think about some of the people that have been the most influential in your life, whether it's your parents or somebody in your family, coaches or a teacher or advisor or mentor, it's some of the common myths of influence is it's not automatic. Just because you're in a position of authority doesn't necessarily mean that you have that level of influence. And the second thing is that it's not a one-time occurrence. It progressively develops over time. And the same way with your coaches or your parents or your teachers or whoever has been influential in your life, that relationship developed over time. And one of the common mistakes we all go in and make about influence is that, or even being a role model, is that we don't even prepare ahead of time. We kind of go walking blindly into a situation and are in a state, and what happens is that we come from a state of reaction. We react to people, we react to circumstances, we react to events rather than being prepared, thinking things through in advance and setting that intention from the beginning. So whether you're a role model or an influencer and you want to be able to increase your level of influence, ask yourself 5 key questions here. Number 1 is, who do you want to influence, or who do you want to be a better role model for? And get really specific on that one specific person or group. The second question you want to think through to be a better role model or influencer is, what belief or action you want that person or group to take? And getting really crystal clear on what is it that you're trying to influence them on. And that leads into question number 3. Why do you want them to believe that or to take action that you're asking them to do? And this way, it really allows you to, put yourself objectively in that person's shoes, to acknowledge where they are, to honor where they are, and understand where they're coming from in order to kind of level up their level of ambition and their level of what the future could be like. And that's where question number 4 is, how can you frame it in a positive way that it benefits both you and them? And when you're very transparent about, how it's going to benefit not only you and them, it gives you that level of transparency, builds trust. And that way it's not like you have a hidden agenda lurking in the background. It's very out there and open so that they can understand where you're coming from. And question number 5 is, what are the future benefits that this person will receive, whether to believe or take action that you're trying to influence them to take? The better that you can describe the daily tangible impact that person that you're trying to influence will experience and feel, and expanding it to the people that are most important to them, the better level of role modeling and influence that you'll have on that person. And of course, the biggest piece of being a better role model is leading by example. And that's one of the things that I've learned with creating videos is the things that I talk about is the things that I walk my talk on. And if I don't, I call myself out on. And that's where what kind of role model do you want to be? And, rating yourself on a scale of 1 to 10, how much of a role model you have been. It's, how much have you been walking your talk? How much integrity and alignment that you have with your actions? And, because I've said this before and I will say it again, it's, everyone is watching you. Your people in your business, people in your personal life, with your family or friends. And it's not to think of like, oh my God, they're judging you or criticizing you. It's they're looking to you to see how you behave, how you talk, and how you act. And that's the form of role modeling and leadership and influence that you have, whether you're consciously aware of it or not. It's always in play. So the more that you take that ownership of who you're being a role model for, how you're influencing others, then the more intentional that your outcome is going to be, that you're going to be a better influencer in the people around you and influence them in a positive way that really says, you know what, I know where you're coming from. This isn't my perspective. This is how, open them up to a new perspective and even challenge them, their level of ambitions and, the future that they see for themselves. And I feel like that's where the most people who have been the most influential in your specific life or in mine is, they've opened up new doors. They've opened up a new world to you that you wouldn't have maybe had that perspective. And so if you don't think of yourself as a role model, you are. So you might as well just own that and develop that. So ask yourself these 5 questions in any situation that you're going to prepare yourself to think of this as influence and being a role model in advance. Be more intentional with it. Be prepared for it. If you love this video, then I want to hear from you. Has this video served you? And if it has, there's one of 3 things that I would please take the time to do. Number 1 is, if you love this video, share with somebody that you know. Or 2, in the comments below, what has helped you to become a better role model? What's one thing that you can do, or one thing that has worked for you? So leave a comment in the comments below. And the third thing, if you love this video, then subscribe to my channel so that you get to receive these lovely updates directly in your inbox. Always keep radiating your beautiful light to the world, living life with passion, purpose, and meaning. With love and belief in you, Yelena.